Changing careers can be a stressful and challenging experience with so many obstacles to overcome, but it can be made simpler with a mentor and partner who's there for you every step of the way.
Our next guest does just that and has been through it all himself. Cole DaSilva is a mentor and head coach with PT Dominion and wants to share his success with you. So good morning.
Thank you guys for having me on. I'm
Thanks
super excited today.
Yes. So what was sort of the vision and what led to you starting your company?
So PT Domination is actually a company for online fitness coaches and fitness professionals. And the main reason why we started it is because myself and my business partner worked in a gym and it was horrible, for lack of a better term. The pay was bad, the time was bad. And at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do for a person who only sees you for 1 hour a week. So we realized that online coaching was a way better route to go, and it was not only more lucrative for the trainer themselves, but it was more beneficial for the client as well.
Right. I mean, part of your philosophy, which seems more geared towards the modern arena anyway, is building around with an organic social media reach and growth. How exactly do you incorporate that and how does that work?
The main reason why we focus primarily on organic is because paid ads or trying to do any sort of paid structure to grow your business, it's just not dependable. You don't know what's going to happen and you're always at the liberty of the app itself that you're on. Like, you need to listen to what they say and you need to make sure that everything runs in their terms and conditions, which, let's be real, none of us read anyways because they're 100 million pages long.
I read them all.
Exactly. So when we teach you how to build an organic social media, you're in control, for lack of a better term. You're able to talk to your audience and build a deeper connection. Not to mention, it's easier for you to understand in the future because you're banking off of what you get and the steps that you've taken in order to get there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the ways, I mean, you had said you saw that online coaching was a way to kind of get out of what was happening, but what are some of the ways that you saw that significant difference with the way things were going and then when they joined?
Well, when it came down to in-person and online training, one of the main things that we realized very quickly is in-person training, you only see somebody for 1 hour. And then they leave, and what do they usually do? They go eat pizza or they go back to their regular routine, and they end up going against the progress that you guys made. So when it came to online training, and the reason why we pivoted in that direction, started helping people do the same thing, is that you get 24-hour surveillance, for lack of a better term, with your client now. You can connect with them through an app, give them something they could follow 24/7. You have connection with them all day, every day, so they feel more accountable to the goals themselves. Which, at the end of the day, that's what we are. That's what any mentorship is, whether it's business, fitness, or anything else. You're an accountability coach. You're helping somebody stay accountable to the goals themselves.
And how does that work exactly? I mean, you know, I don't know if it's from the antithesis of being a coach yourself in terms of fitness.
Yeah.
You know, do you pull that kind of mentality and assistance into the building the business for your clients?
Yeah.
How do you incorporate that? And do you have any like success stories you could share with our viewers?
100%. So one of the main things that we do in our business is we obviously have like a video module course, a Facebook group with over 1,500 members, and it's going great. But one of the main things that we do is we help you start from the ground up and implement little systems like your app that you're going to use and different social media trends. One of my favorite clients that I always like to bring up, his name is Kenny Dussault. I know he's going to watch this and he's going to be super happy. When he first came to us, he had less than 400 social media followers. He wasn't growing at all. He was really struggling, and he was a strength and conditioning coach for UFC fighters, MMA fighters, but had 15 years in the industry and going absolutely nowhere. After teaching him how to alter the way he was speaking online, change his tonality, be a little bit more confident, and stand on the knowledge that he has, he's now grown over 50,000 social media followers all organically, and he's actually training some of the top UFC fighters in the world right now. He's got the 13 ranked middleweight in the UFC right now on his roster, the number 12 bantamweight on his roster, and he's helping them with strength and conditioning to get ready for their fights and to impact so many other people. He gets messages on a daily basis from fighters all around the world being like, your training and your social media content is the reason why I'm winning my fights. And that to me is the best thing in the world.
That's cool.
You've touched on it a bit, but what really sets you apart in this space?
We focus on the impact over the income. And I know that that's a very generic thing to say, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, any sort of mentorship business nowadays is saturated with a bunch of people who just want to get rich. So they try to make their program the most expensive possible, and they don't give you the actual information. Where myself and my business partner, Brian Mark with PT Dom, we truly believe in giving you everything on the front end. Like, if you go on his social media or his podcast, or you go on my social media, my podcast, we give you all of the tools because we want you to see success. And then when you really want that leg up to skyrocket your business, then you can come into our mentorship program and we'll help you at the next level because
really
we want to impact you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank
really
you so much for
fascinating
having me
insight.
on.
And guys, if you want to learn more, head to pd-domination.com.